Okay, so I like this problem because this problem actually has three variables in it. And what are they?
There's h, x, and y. Is what
Yeah,
we
there's
used.
h, x, and y. So we had a sort of a height there. We had an ellipse, and then we had this line going down, and we got this point. What was it? Minus 5, 0. And this ellipse was x squared plus 4y squared equals 5.
Yep.
Okay. And then so you had a random point on here, x, y, where it hit, and I think this was the point 3h. So we had three unknowns. You found a very clever way to relate two of the unknowns in two equations by finding the slope using these 2 points and finding the slope using implicit differentiation of that equation. That was great. So you had two equations, two unknowns, and what did that allow you to do?
That allowed me to solve the problem.
That allowed you to solve for the x and y. Once you knew the x and y, because this was a line that extended over here,
We could find h.
you could find h. In this problem, if you tried to solve for h first, without solving for x and y, it was quite a bit more complicated. In fact, there wasn't any real obvious way to do it. At least, well, maybe there is. It was just so complicated, it wasn't clear at all what to do. But when you solve for x and y first, and then solve for h, it did seem to work. So good job. That's a good job. Do you have any comments about this problem?
No.
What gave you trouble on it when you were solving it? Because it did take you a while to figure it out. What gave you trouble?
I think it was kind of finding the second way to relate x and y to the slope.
Uh-huh.
Because I needed the two equations
Yeah.
to find x and y, but I could only find one. But when I found the second one, then it was pretty easy to solve.
Okay, one thing I wanted to point out, you had this equation at the beginning, and then you found a second equation that said, I think it said 4y squared equals negative x squared minus 5x. So this equation was the same as x squared plus 4y squared equals minus 5x. So from that relationship there, you knew immediately that minus 5x was 5. You did it a different way. I just wanted to show you could rearrange these to see that you had the same equation. Okay, now I'm going to show you a different way to solve the problem that's actually pretty fun. And it doesn't, in fact, doesn't involve calculus.